All right, guys, right here with Mr. Craig Hanson. In today's video, we're talking about how to move during the downswing, really learning how to get the lower body forward while creating the tilt of the upper body. And we're gonna show you a couple cool drills that you can do this in your own swing. Craig, in your videos, I think you've created the shift and lift.
That's right, the shift and lift move, making it a little bit easier for everybody to understand separation and a couple of great feels there.
Yeah, I like that. You always have nice little names or phrases for what your moves are. I like that. The shift and lift and what Craig talks about are things that good ball strikers do that we want to try and learn and put in our own swings to get as close to that as possible for us to hit it as good as possible. Now, Craig, you've got this drill with one club, and I think you kind of do a 2-club combo. We can start wherever you want here. But the importance of getting the lower body forward, the importance of the right side tilt, and the importance of the shift and lift, what does that mean? How do we do that?
All right, well, the first thing I think the important thing here is to have a look at the move from the top of the swing and getting the correct move here with the upper body as we're shifting forward. So let's have a look at this. I'll just get up to the top of the swing, wind it up. Now, when I start the move down with the hips and the knees leading forward, have a look at the right side of my body here. Have a look at the tilt here from my obliques and where that's pointing. This is the essential move, really, getting this right side, and like often what Eric talks about, this crunch, this move. This is a place in the swing that not a lot of people are really looking at, and it's this ability to get this right side to point more out in front of the golf ball.
Yeah, I like that so much. It creates such a nice visual. We're getting the lower body shifting forward, right? Craig, you say like 4 to 6 inches on average with
That's
the
the
Tour
PGA
Pro.
average, that's right, yeah.
And as that lower body shifts forward, we get that tilt with that right side of the body. Obviously that tilt with the right side of the body, Craig, helps keep the head back, right? That helps us get the club working from a little bit more low and inside. We don't get that steep downswing.
Exactly.
With the single club first, I think is maybe a way to feel it, and then we'll do the double club. Really nice, simple drill here that Craig shows. Can you walk us through this one?
Yeah, what we'll do is we'll pop the basket, so 1 yard outside the front of the golf ball, a roundabout. Okay, so we're going to take the address position. Now, what I want you to do is grab the club in your right hand, get your hands or the palms on the outside of your thighs. Now, what we're going to do here is when we move through the golf ball, we're going to move through and we're going to get the right hand on the outside of that lead leg, and it's going to point down. You can see where that's pointing. All right, now this is creating great leg work and the bends. You can see where my golf club is pointing 1 yard out in front of that golf ball. Now, we need to be able to copy, create, imitate, moving closer to what the great players are doing, to feel what they're doing. It's such a great way to get this move, shifting forwards, closing up the gap of your knees here into a position where you can start to feel the bends, you start to feel the moves, and of course when you've done that a couple of times you hit a shot and you're really feeling what they're doing.
Yeah, that looks so good, Craig, and we'll put some pros on the screen to show you versus them doing the same thing. They're really easy visual to get that arm and that club out. I like how you use yards, not meters. We're converting you over here. About a yard in front, right, of the golf ball. And then if you, the single club version, which I think is a nice place to start, but then also the double club version. And this, Craig, with this version, kind of talking about the lead side too, the lift part that goes along with the shift and lift.
That's right. This part here, this acts as a wall. And when we look at amateur players, unfortunately, the separation is one of the most difficult parts of the golf swing. And this is really the best way to see it, feel it, and check it yourself. So get both clubs here, pop them in the palms of your hands. Now the left hand here is going to slide up to your belt line. The right hand, like we were doing before. Now when I slide it up to the belt line, you can see how my left shoulder, how high that is. You want to get this left shoulder literally, and we're not falling back. We're moving forwards. In fact, the head can move with your iron shots ever so slightly forwards. And you can see this move here as this slides up the left hand to the belt line. And this, when this is high, your head won't go. Once this is low, now we've got troubles. And what we're seeing with amateur golfers is they're leaving the obliques, this right side behind. This is getting low, this is getting high. And from there, we're in a world of pain.
All right, guys, if you're interested in a winter golf school, we just made the dates live for December, January, and February down in Boca Raton in South Florida. We're partnering with our good friends at the Don Law Golf Academy. I personally hand-selected some of the best coaches in the world to be there along with me to give you a 2-day event that I want you to never forget. I want you to have a transformational event for your golf game. I want you to have a blast. I want to hang out and spend some time together. We're going to work on your game in the morning. We're going to go play in the afternoon. Plus, you're going to get access to everything we have on the website, You're gonna get 90 days of coaching afterwards. We wanna give you a plan to ideally cut your handicap in half, right? To really make a difference in your game. I'd love to have you there. We had a great time at Woodstone in September. We're gonna have a great time this winter. We'll put a link in the description down below. It'll be the first link. Click on that, check out the details, send us a message with any questions you have. Look forward to seeing some of you there. So I'm grabbing both of these clubs, kind of grab the club head. It's going underneath my armpit like this. Grab my club head underneath my armpit like this. So I'm set up kind of like here.
Hands on the outside of the thighs.
Hands on the outside of the thighs. And this right side is going this way.
That's it.
And I'm pulling this left kind of hand up like by my hip.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm here like this.
Shift and lift.
Shift and lift.
So we're shifting forwards, the gap of the knees is closing, and we can see how high that left shoulder is, and just connecting. This creates body awareness. We need to connect to a feel. You have to have feel. That's the reason we do these drills. We connect to a feel, and then you can get in there and hit a shot. It's just a great way to program new muscle memory.
And so I definitely feel my right side like crunching down and working forward, all with my knee, and my lead side really lengthening. Like that left side oblique and rib cage lengthen up. Head stays over the golf ball, hips are pushed forward and turned. And Craig, just with a club here, I assume the bad version, right, for you guys that are watching, if we didn't do that and we had the right side stay high and the left side stay low, let's split screen, we can see that's got a clear effect on where the arms, hands, and club would go.
Yeah.
Right, that's my high and outside steep, poor contact pulls and fades. When I'm able to do this motion here and I'm able to mimic that same thing, that enables me to get that club traveling from low and inside, right? Nice shallow angle of attack, nice compressed iron shot.
Exactly. It's just all round better technique. Even for people coming from the inside, once you get your body to move more dynamically, you're going to hit the golf ball better.
Okay, so I'm going to just do the single hand version here, Craig, one time. And so when I'm looking at the angle of this club and my arm, that's like about a yard out in front. Really nice sensation, guys, when you're doing this with that trail slide oblique crunch, with that lead side length now, my hips and belt buckle feel pushed forward. I assume this looks like
it looks perfect. And it's just one of the reasons why amateurs can't turn through the ball effectively. This helps us actually turning with tilt.
Turning with tilt. Okay, Craig Hanson 2025. Let's see if I can do that here.
Whoa.
Yeah, really solid. A little bit of a draw, maybe like 10 feet left of my target, really solid. I would take that. And I like this static positional training that Craig talks about. Like when you guys are practicing, especially as we get into the off season here, whether you're at home or you're at the range or the course, really doing some movements and feeling what that feels like. Really getting in that motion, maybe even holding it for a little bit to create some awareness. Let me feel what that really feels like. And then as I'm going through, I'm trying to recreate that same sensation. And Craig talks about it like this, like we don't need to swing perfectly exactly like the pros, but gosh darn, the closer we get,
the better we hit.
The closer we get, the better we hit. That's what we're trying to do. The closer we get, the better we hit. Let's try one more with that, Craig. Kind of trail side down and through, lead side lengthening. Yeah, and there's another solid one. A little draw, nice just left of my target line. All right, guys, hopefully you enjoyed that one. Another awesome with Craig. We got a couple more coming up. If you are interested in coming to a golf school with Craig and I in Florida or up in PA, leave a comment down below. We'll put a link where you can get some info on that if you want to come spend 2 days with Craig and I. I think you'd really, really enjoy that. Any questions, as always, leave a comment down below. If you haven't checked out Craig's videos, they're so freaking good. We'll put a link down there as well. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to watch more like this, check out this video next.